YouTube, Robert the Monster Among Marks Drap here, joined once again by my good friend and tag team partner, the heavy metal hippie, Sierra. How we doing today? Yeah, same here. Let's get into this show, which was amazing, really. We actually get to start the show this week with a preview of the show to come, which I really like the way that they put the video package together. We first learned that it's going tonight be Auska versus Charlotte, and also Mustafa Ali versus Daniel Bryan, which I was super fucking...
baby.
I know, I was super fucking hyped for it. And then Daniel Bryan fucking comes down the ramp wearing the title belt around his waist, no shirt, just his wrestling trunks and gear, and he starts cutting a promo on the crowd. Mustafa Ali comes out at the end of this promo, basically like, "What the hell happened to you, dude?" And Daniel, and he gets actually a really good pop because Bryan's like, "Listen, I know who you are. You and me, we're the same. You're fucking awesome."
Oh, I love Mustafa Ali. To see him on a main roster show, even if it's kickoff, but holy crap, because they announced it an hour before the show, and immediately, as soon as I saw it, I was just like, yes, this is what I need to see. This is what I'm excited for. This just became a dream match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Daniel Bryan and Mustafa Ali have a little bit of a back and forth. Daniel brings up quickly, asks what type of vehicle does Mustafa Ali drive? After calling the crowd sheep and fickle and all that great stuff.
Yeah, which was beautiful.
But because Mustafa Ali drives an SUV because he has a wife and children, Daniel Bryan slaps the shit out of him and calls him ignorant.
Mm-hmm. But Ali reverses it, throws Bryan out of the ring, and starts fighting. We come back from commercial. The match has started. Daniel Bryan in control of Mustafa Ali there for a little bit. And I gotta say, match start to finish, as far as I saw, pure insanity, but beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this wasn't even a 9-minute match, I think. It was like 8 minutes. But for the 8 minutes they got, this was amazing. It really showcased what Mustafa Ali can do and really gave us another angle of new Daniel Bryan. I'm grateful that we got this as an opening match, but that being said, it could have been like 800 times better because it is Daniel Bryan and Mustafa Ali. Actually, let's make it like 1,000 times better. Just because I know the potential that both these guys have.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. There were some notes they could have hit, and they could have gone a little further, but I was happy with what I got. You know, I really loved the fact that fucking Mustafa Ali hit a top rope Spanish fly on Daniel Bryan. And
oh yeah,
even got,
that's one of Ali's signatures.
Yeah, he even got to do the like at the very beginning of the match, he got thrown into the corner and tried to do that "I'm gonna jump up over you" thing, only to get kicked in the face by Daniel Bryan. That was pretty good. The ending comes with Mustafa Ali attempting the 054, which they did call on commentary. And missing because Daniel Bryan rolls out of the ring, pulls Mustafa to the turnbuckle, slams his leg in there a couple times, does that ankle DDT to him, locks in the heel hook, and makes him tap out.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match. Again, these guys can do so much more. I know the potential that both these guys have is astronomical. Would I love to see Mustafa Ali come back onto the main roster and do some more of this? Kind of like they're doing with Lucha House Party on Raw? Absolutely. Because 205 Live is its own brand now.
Yep.
It's not technically a part of Raw nor SmackDown.
Yep.
what's next? Was the rap battle next?
Yeah, post match we get a beatdown on of Daniel of Molly Ali by Daniel Bryan on the ramp. Much to our chagrin. We got the TLC card rundown, which now includes a new match. Mysterio versus Randy Orton in a fucking chairs match, which is the most useless goddamn stipulation. Yes, you did. Very good on the clairvoyancy there. It's the most useless goddamn stipulation on the planet. So, I'm already just like way out on that.
I mean, by making it a chairs match, you might as well just make it a no DQ match.
Yeah. New Day hosts the Bar versus the Usos rap battle.
I'm glad the Big E put a shirt on.
Yeah, I like Big E. I just think that there's something in me that says either A, he's insane and doesn't care, just wants to go out and be silly, or B, he's hammered all the goddamn time and thinks this shit is hilarious. Now, yes.
No, I think he's just crazy.
I was going to say, now, yes, a lot of the time, the shit that he says is rather funny. But still, yeah, but still, that seems to me like the drunk logic. But speaking of drunk logic, it must have been some fucking drinking session when the Bar decided to come out looking like God, in those red tracksuits with the gold chain and fucking like the boonie hat on both
Bucket
of them.
Hat and the sideways cabbie hat.
No, we're not doing this. It looked like the 90s came back and I wanted to kick it in the teeth.
That was intentional. If you caught the beginning beats of their
no. I mentioned it. I mentioned it in my notes. It's like, hang on. I'm gonna scroll my notes over here. You can see I wrote Bar basically did Ice Ice Baby. They basically did.
Yeah, that was the intent. I was successfully cringing throughout the bar
segment. Yeah.
Look,
That's
the
just
Usos though. They picked up the ball. I mean,
they dropped some fucking heavy
it.
bars. Loved it. They brought up Matt Hardy, and even the delete thing got a mild delete chant. Brought up the fact that at the end they brought up the fact that Cesaro got his teeth pushed in by the turnbuckle. Oh,
that was hilarious. They pointed out that they technically won last year's rap battle with the Xavier Woods rated X comment.
Mm-hmm.
To which the New Day even gave him like the hey no.
Whoa! Don't attack us here. They went after everybody in the ring. It was great.
Yeah, but eventually the Usos piss off the Bar so much that the Bar attacks. Usos get laid out.
No, it was that the Usos throw the Bar out and they face off against the New Day a little bit, and then Bar come in and wreck shit. Which, in the WWE logic that is often presented, this means that Cesaro and Sheamus will not be retaining.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I think it's. I really want to say it's going to be Usos.
It's the New Day because they didn't actually have. They just had the MC position. If you think about it, the loserest of the losers typically wins.
This is true. We get an Auska promo saying basically she wasn't. She thought. Yeah, this was the Auska. That's next. That's next. It's beautiful. Auska basically saying that she wasn't ready for Charlotte, but she's ready now. She's going to break her. And then ends it with Japanese. Move to Miz in the ring with the trophy. Oh, my Jeebus. What the?
I don't want to know.
What the hell? What the hell has this place become? I don't even know. Miz is calling out Shane. Shane's not coming. So he's like, all right, I'm not too proud. I'm not Jon Snow. I'll bend the knee. He gets on one knee and calls Shane out to continue calling Shane out, begging him to come out. When he comes out there, basically, Miz is begging him to tag with him again, basically saying, listen, we owe this to ourselves. Try this out. It was super fucking weird, super fucking creepy. And Shane's like, you could tell he's progressively getting more and more and more weirded out by this whole thing, and even says, dude, this is weird. And
yeah. It is getting weird, but I love it.
Oh yeah, this is wacky, zany, hilarious WWE going off on the tangent they want to go off on. Miz basically says, "Listen, you tag with me and we lose. That's it. We go our separate ways. You tag with me and we win. We see where this thing goes." And he brings out a pair of jobbers whose name I did not get.
The Vegas Boys.
The Vegas Boys. I just thought they called them Vegas Boys because they were in Las Vegas and, you know, local jobber talent. Shane is the only one in this match. That
was the worst DDT and the worst triangle hold I have ever seen.
I've seen worse, only by small margins. His punches never look. It's like, dude, you went with AJ Styles. You were in the ring. He made you look like $1,000,000 goddamn bucks. I know that's a lot on AJ because he's really fucking good, but it's also on you. You did that. You made yourself look legit. You went toe to toe with him, throwing hands. Fucking do it again. But Shane, speaking of the triangle choke, does win the match for his team via submission, with The Miz on the apron the whole time. Yeah, The Miz on the apron the whole time, with the trophy basically saying, "Yay us!" Right? Backstage, this was the fucking best. Paige is just chewing the ass of this referee. Just like, what the hell were you thinking? I should fire you on the spot. This was not a sanctioned match. And the ref's like, well, Miz said you were okay with this. Miz said you sanctioned this. Then, before she can say anything, the fucking jobbers come in like, hey, you owe us $5,000 apiece. She's like, oh, really? We owe you $5,000 apiece? Here, let me see those agreements. Shh, boosh. Get the fuck out of my office. Hey, it's beautiful.
I don't have really much more to say on the Miz McMahon Page jobber angle.
Yeah, we'll get to.
If they get it together, they get it together. If not, they don't.
Yeah.
I believe next was Jeff Hardy and Rusev versus Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura.
That was here in a minute, because from what I saw, we had Orton coming out to cut a promo on his match against Rey Mysterio. Again, this was just more build for a match that really didn't need it. Mysterio ambushes Orton with multiple chair shots, hits a 619, chases Orton out of the ring. Dasha Fuente. Go for it.
My issue, I know you don't really care about the Orton Mysterio feud.
Mm-hmm.
But my issue with this feud is that the way they had been booking Randy on Ray needs to win this feud. And unfortunately, he stood tall at the end of this. And based on typical WWE booking, that would mean Orton goes over, and Ray's the one that really needs to go over, considering he's the one that's taken chairs to the neck, has had his mask ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Ray's not getting any light at the end of the tunnel at the end of this feud, if they do it the way that they typically do, is very upsetting.
Yeah. Dasha Fuentes interviews Becky Lynch backstage, basically asking her if she thinks she's gaining a bit of an advantage by having Asuka and Charlotte in a match tonight against each other without having to compete. She's like, listen, the doctors are still a bit squiffy on me going out there at all, and yet I'm going out there to do what I do best because I'm gonna beat the shit out of these women, and I've got two of them I've gotta beat. No, it's not an advantage. If anything, it's basically leveling the playing field. Loved it. Then oh god, Rusev and Hardy versus Nakamura and Joe. I like.
But wait, dance break.
There, that's what you get for a dance break.
Will we see a dance break at TLC?
Guaranteed. But when is
it would have to be during a SmackDown match?
This is true. No, could you imagine? Oh my God! Because I had a thought about how they're going to do the TLC match at this Sunday for Baron Corbin, which is
no. Do not put a SmackDown dance break on a Raw match.
It would be totally R-Truth. He would think that he was coming out for like AJ Styles or some shit and be like, oh, wait, I'm not in a...
No.
Oh, wow, we messed up.
Carmella would be there to talk him and be like, no.
Okay, yeah, we're probably going to see it during the New Day match.
I don't know if we'll actually see it.
Anyway, the thought I had for TLC... What if, because we all know that Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the current CEO and guy who makes a lot of really...
Everybody knows who Vince McMahon is.
Really stupid decisions sometimes. He might put Lars on Raw. He might put Lars on Raw. And here's the even worse part, the part that's going to make you hate me. He could take Strowman's place as a proxy.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Yeah.
Because Vince McMahon loves big, sweaty men.
We can't keep saying that. We can't.
But it's fucking true. It's provably true. The track record stands.
Okay, yeah, we gave the smallest man on the roster the first Universal Championship run.
That was Hunter. All the way.
Still Vince's title.
Moving on. This match between between Joe, Nakamura, Hardy, and Rusev was really good. Nakamura jump starts the match by hitting Hardy from behind after the dance break and getting the match going. It's mostly just Joe and Nakamura raining on Hardy for most of the match until he gets the hot tag, bringing in the Bulgarian Brute, and just...
Is Nakamura doing anything at TLC?
Yeah. He's defending the United States Championship against Rusev.
Really?
Really.
Where have I been?
You went to the dentist yesterday, and I...
Yeah, don't remind me. It still hurts.
I imagine. Get well soon. And I just waved my magic wand and made things happen. That's what happens.
Okay. The moral of this match is that Rusev deserved better.
Yeah. Rusev ends up getting the win. Hardy keeps Joe out of the match with a twist of fate, and then rolling to the outside to continue beating him down. And Rusev counters the Kinshasa with a Machka kick.
Machka!
And they all stand tall at the end, arms upraised.
So Shinsuke is retaining, and Joe is decimating Hardy.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Shall we move on to the backstage segment prior to the main event?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, Shane McMahon's not impressed with what The Miz did to get the match and during the match. But Miz is happy that McMahon got his killer instincts back.
Yep. And
End of story.
yeah, well, he seemed to be like trying to convince Shane to keep partnering with him. Shane walks away. Just he had his hand out like he wanted to shake his hand, and Shane turned his back on him. And you know what that means? In the very near future, probably at the Royal Rumble, we will see yet further seeds planted for Miz versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
McMahon's got to have a spot at WrestleMania. Miz has got to do something at WrestleMania. I worry about one of these three ladies and if one of them will not be doing something at WrestleMania.
Maybe. But before we get to that, we have a Lars Sullivan video promo again. He actually mentions that what he does at TLC will send tremors through the roster.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Lars ended up doing that thing for Raw, but I still think he needs to go on SmackDown. But when's the next Superstar Shake? Rumble or Mania? And there's been talk of Black coming up, and Black would be perfect on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, him versus AJ Styles would be amazing.
Just anything. Put Corbin back on SmackDown. Have Corbin lose the match.
Yeah,
with Lars winning it, allowing him to get a shot at Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship.
Actually,
and then have Baron get fired and get put on SmackDown, bring up Black. Those two have been friends for a while, have an unlikely tag team of sorts. I don't know. Just give me something because Raw is destroying the image of Baron Corbin, and I miss SmackDown Corbin.
Yeah, the old Baron Corbin from NXT and the SmackDown Baron Corbin was amazing. We get an AJ Styles interview backstage, basically saying, "Hey, why didn't you go out there to do anything during the Daniel Bryan match?" He's like, "Listen, I'm just biding my time. Daniel Bryan is wasting all his energy now, showing me everything that he can do. I'm gonna kick his ass on Sunday, so that'll be fun." Next up,
main event time.
Yep, next up is the main event: Auska versus Charlotte, with Becky Lynch sitting at ringside.
Look, anything Auska and Charlotte do are amazing. Anything Becky sits in is amazing. Could it have been a better match? Of course, and it surely will be a better match at TLC.
Yeah. They were definitely holding a little back, but it was fine. It was still really good.
I mean, these ladies were going strike for strike at some point. We see Charlotte using her strength to powerbomb Auska. Charlotte gets the figure 4 lock, but can't quite lock in the figure 8. Auska is actually able to reverse that and reverse the pressure. We see Charlotte go for, there were so many good spots. Charlotte goes for another figure 4, which Auska avoids by flailing like a mad woman.
When
Charlotte going for the spear, but Auska countering with it
with what almost appeared to be, oh god, I don't even know what that was. She basically she got both her knees up and rammed Charlotte to the mat with, I almost want to call it a flatliner, and I know I'm wrong.
Wouldn't it just be double knees?
Yeah. Well, she didn't just I got my knees up. No, she drove with them. In the end, this whole beautiful match, very much like the Ronda Rousey match at Survivor Series, gets a screw finish because Charlotte loses her temper, grabs a kendo stick, starts hitting Auska. Lynch is like, "All right, fine, you do you, I'm leaving." And Charlotte comes over and whaps her. To wit, the man decides it's time to insert myself into this. I was going to let you alone. She starts beating the shit out of Charlotte, using the kendo stick in both Charlotte's case and in Auska's case. Auska flips the script, beats the shit out of both women with it, ends up standing tall with the kendo stick on top of the announce table as we close out the show, which unfortunately, again, as we have said multiple times, it does mean that our dear friend, the Empress of Tomorrow, will continue chasing the women's gold.
I'm okay with that though, because Becky has come into her own as the champion, and I think taking the championship away from her at this juncture is not wise. Granted, they broadcasted that in my opinion, they broadcasted that Becky was retaining because Charlotte got the DQ, and then Asuka got the stand tall.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I don't see Asuka grabbing the belt on Sunday, but is she still in the mixed match challenge? I haven't been keeping too close a tabs.
Yes.
Okay, so
I think they competed last night.
They did, because I know that the number 30 spot is up for grabs, along with an all expenses paid vacation to anywhere in the world. My thought is the following. My thought originally before Finn had gotten hurt was it was going to be Finn and Bayley getting the number 30 spot, because this would give Finn the opportunity to challenge Braun Strowman at WrestleMania, which could have been great.
So I don't think Apollo's taking over the entire thing. I think Apollo was just there for this match.
Maybe. But with Asuka and Miz, that could actually be really amazing, because it could be Daniel Bryan versus...
Asuka will win the Royal Rumble 2 times in a row?
I mean, she gets number 30. Be hard to say no. Because
I'm just trying to think of who else is in the, theoretically in the mixed match challenge that's
viable for that.
Viable aside from,
because I don't know,
Banks and Lashley.
Yeah, Banks and Lashley would be a decent choice, but I don't.
Or who's Ember tagging with now that Strowman's out?
Oh, I don't remember. I do not remember.
I don't remember either.
Let's ask our good friend Google. Or, I mean, oh crap! I missed my alert because I didn't have a speaker. Oh, speaking of quick PSA to all of those out there: if you like playing Destiny or just like gaming stuff in general, and you have an Alexa device, you can buy the Destiny 2 Ghost on Amazon for $10. It was originally...
Only if you have an Alexa device?
Well, the Ghost only works with the Alexa. It is not an Alexa replacement. So, but it is a really cool piece of plastic tat. $10 isn't bad. It originally started out at $89.99 for retail. So, Braun.
Just put Mixed Max Challenge Team Season 2.
See, this is why you do the thinking. Mixed match
because
challenge.
You hit Braun Strowman, you're gonna get sucked into the rumors, and we'll be here forever.
Let's see here. I don't see the thing, but I got Bleacher Report. Anyway, this whole show wasn't terrible. You know, I was very much a fan of all that happened on the show, even the stupid stuff. So we got Miz, Asuka, Carmella, R-Truth, Bayley, and Apollo Crews versus Alicia Fox and Jinder Mahal.
Are Charlotte and AJ still in it?
Let's Cruz was replaced after Finn Balor. Yeah, I don't think they are, actually. I don't think the two are still in it.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Let's do the bracket. Let's see if the bracket will tell me. Season 2. Let's see. Braun Strowman was supposed to team with Alexa Bliss, but got Ember Moon. Trying to see if there's anything. Apparently Corbin, who has elevated himself to general manager-elect ahead of his TLC match with Strowman, announced that Curt Hawkins was Ember Moon's replacement.
No way.
I had forgotten this. This actually happened on Raw a couple weeks ago when Ember Moon faced somebody. I think it was Tamina, and beat her. Curt Hawkins went fucking nuts. And then they had the conga line with No Way Jose, who, oh yeah, she beat Alicia Fox. The conga line came out because No Way Jose was facing Jinder Mahal, and they danced, and Renee made a botch because she said Ember Moon hates dancing, even though she was visibly smiling, laughing, and dancing along with the crowd. Boom! Remembrance. Just need that one little bit. Got to work on it. But anyway, we want to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share all those wonderful things down below. Hit the bell for the notifications. Follow the show on Twitter at InMoshPit. I'm at Rob's Random ROMs. She's at Heavy Metal Hippie. We will see you all tomorrow night for our NXT 205 Live review. Later.